You need me to do you a favor?
There's no one here on the set to repair it, and since I know how talented you are with sewing, I was hoping you could come and give me a hand.
In marriage? I'd love to.
Oh God, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die!
Operation Adrien's rescue is a go. I'm jumping directly from level 2, talking to him, to level 48, doing Adrien a favor!
Stop it. Get some help.
He'll ask me, how can I ever thank you, Marinette? Well, Adrien, I'd love it if you went to the movies with me to see the umbrellas of Dope.
Time to stop, okay?
Amazing, Marinette. That's
No
my favorite
more.
film.
Where
So
the
then
fuck
it's
are your
a
parents?
3:17 p.m. screening because
Who are
there's
your
an
parents?
89.5% chance
I'm
that
gonna
we'll
call
have on the
Child
ice cream
Protective
man on the way.
Services.
We'll share a
It's
secret
time to
ice cream
stop.
man, which will make us miss the beginning of the movie. I know! I'll just have to break the wing again! I'll set up a fishing rod on the floor above him and drop a hook to grab the hold of it and rip it. That way Adrien will have to call me again, so I'll come repair his wing again, and he'll say thank you again, and...
That's even more complicated.
Love is always complicated, Tiki.
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
Why am I complicating my life with this fishing rod? I'm just gonna tell Adrien that I love him. But I don't have a bicycle pump.
Can I just cataclysm the bad guy?
What am I doing, honestly? The truth is, I'm scared that Adrien will reject me if I tell him how I feel about him. That's why I overcomplicate everything.
Oh my God,
so that moment
who
never
the
comes.
hell
But whether my plan is
cares?
complicated or simple, the result will be the same. So, I might as well be simple and face my fear. I'm
Oh,
just gonna tell
shit.
him that I love
Here we
him,
go
quite
again.
simply. Adrien!
Marinette?
The ice cream umbrella likes sewing perfume angels. No, what I'm trying to say is that ice cream will eat your wings to sew them back up in a song. Do you like fishing?
I don't know. I've never tried it.
Me neither. Well, I'm not gonna keep you any longer, okay? Now that you've got your wings back. You know what, Tiki? Sometimes trying to be simple is just too complicated.
Hey yo, what is up, my dear sweet beautiful viruses? Okay, I'm not really feeling it today. My head, my nose, my everything, but my YouTube analytics tells me that if I even dare think about not consistently uploading, it will nuke my channel. And you know, Hacksan hasn't really been performing well, so I thought, hey, do people even know I reviewed it? So the option to not post this video is literally non-existent. And seeing as I want to become like a voice actress in the future, I just gotta suck it up. So, okay. Hey guys, what is up? It's your homegirl TVC, and today we are reviewing the 19th episode of the 4th season of Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. And the next few episodes I really liked. I watched Simpleman, Dear's Family, and Ethereal back to back, and oh my god, I have thoughts. The show did something. I was like, I like this, but I shouldn't, and I don't know why. And it all started with Simpleman. So the episode starts out with the look on the Kwame's face, and I was like, okay, what is happening? I am concerned. And it's just Manon. She is trying to break into the box, and it feels like, I think Marinette's engineering was kind of good, which kind of harkens back to the last episode where she was like, oh, I want to be so many things, and we knew her to be a fashion designer, but she's good at just making things, which makes sense since she has the Kwame of creation. So the show is adding more layers onto her character with her personality, whereas then you'd have to think, okay, Adrien is the Kwame of destruction, and he has nothing. He doesn't have a personal life. He doesn't have any goals. He doesn't have any dreams. So I am, as I've promised, trying to look more positively into the show and not just looking for the negatives. But I feel like the show itself, towards this latter half of the season, now that it's wrapping up, it's kind of hitting us with the good episodes, with the things that drive the plot forward and not just wishy-washy bullshit. So it's kind of like we get 2 good episodes, 3 bad ones, 1 meh one, 1 amazing one, 2 good ones. Like, just the season has been sprinkled in with things. But after watching Ephemeral, I think I like the season, okay? The love square is still not into it. I saw these backpacks and I was like, wait, is this kind of a nod to the show? But later it shows that, oh, these are the kids' backpacks and they're just mass producing them. It's basically like, I don't know if this is a thing in your countries, but here where we are, Ben 10 backpacks, oh my god, those were everywhere. We don't really have that much Miraculous merchandise. I remember seeing a cursed Miraculous doll a while back in the supermarket. I wanted to tweet it, but I never did. And I pray to God I remember to put it in while I'm editing this. Oh my god, I forgot to mention Miraculous Wizard merch is out. I've been fighting with Teespring to get this merchandise out, but apparently I can't use the word Hogwarts. So Miraculous Wizardry, it's out now. Use code TVC20 to get 20% off all merch items in all 3 of my merch stores. I'll put a link to the Miraculous line, first link in the description, and if you click that link that I say stalk me, it'll give you like a master link to all my things, and you can see all the stores I have if you scroll down. So yeah, use code TVC20 to get discount of everything. I keep forgetting to say that in the videos and I only put it as text. Oh, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, merchandise here, Ben 10. What was the other thing that also was mass produced to hell and back? It's girly. No, it's not My Little Pony. Barbie? No, Barbie's always produced. What girl show was it? Oh my god, everywhere you go you'd see it. And it was all knockoff. Was it Winx? I think it was Winx. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Alia wants to go on a date with Nino. Why did I almost say Chloe? My god, now that will be a crack ship pairing. Even Alia is looking surprised. But Marinette's like, no, have fun. Just go with your boyfriend. No, she told Nino go hang out with your girlfriend, but it's like, oh, she wants to be the cool guardian, but then I had to bring myself back like, no, Marinette is a good friend. Forget what the show tells you. Listen to what you see. But then again, the episode just showed us, this was an episode of Crazy Marinette. The start showed us best friend Marinette, creative Marinette, like Marinette who likes to take on more than she can handle, whereas, oh, her friends are just dropping their kids with them. Like, she gets Manon, who I think she's being paid for, but Nino and Alia aren't paying her shit, but she's just doing it because they're friends, and it's like, oh, let all the kids hang out together. And yeah, once Chris came by, I'm like, oh no. Like, you can tell they're all different ages. These are the oldest, then Chris, then Manon. I don't know their names, don't even at me, but you can, maybe they go to the same school because they're friendly with each other, they don't hate each other, and I guess they're kind of in the same circles. But these 3, yes, they'll interact because their siblings are dating, but I don't think she would ever know these ones. So at least we didn't have a bullshit something of the big kids bullying the little kids. I don't know, I just thought of a better plot. They find the Kwamis and Marinette is obviously freaked out. She was like, no, they're Kwa plushies. She distracts them with cartoons. They almost rip, what's this one's name? I honestly don't know. I know it has like there's 2 letters at the same, not Bonix. Probably Rabbit or something. I don't know. The Kwami names aren't that creative. But she puts cartoons on for them, which she should have done from the start. But then she gets a call from Adrien, and she nearly has a heart attack. And I'm like, oh my god, just answer the goddamn fucking phone. I love this with twins when one has a primary color, like they just have a main color. I just love that thing with twins where they have just a color that represents them. Easy for me to tell apart. She answers the phone call and
You need me talking to him.
Where's that?
Repair it. And since I know how talented you are with sewing, I was hoping you could come and give me a hand.
In marriage, I'd love to.
Fuck. That shouldn't have gotten to me, but it did. Oh my god. So he needs her help, and then she starts monologuing to the kids. I'm like, these are children. Don't impose your weird, creepy whatever to them. Because the moment she said, okay, we'll go to the whatever 317 screening where we get to meet Andre and we'll be late and something, I'm like, okay. Tone it down. We were doing so well for the first like 2 minutes, but you lost me. But now she has to decide, okay, where do I toss these girls? Who do I go and dump them with? So, I can go be with Adrien. Then I was like, just let the TV... Yeah, you're not supposed to leave kids alone, but like, all your sisters are grown. They can handle it. Just leave them here with the computer on and then go help Adrien and then come back. You know what? Don't listen to me. I think in America you can get arrested if you're not looking after your kids. Like, there was this thing where, oh, back in the 70s or the 60s, kids could just get on their bikes and go ride in the woods or whatever. But kids nowadays, like, parents can't leave them in the park alone or they can get arrested. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but seeing as the 60s was when kids went missing and horror and stuff, I guess that's a good thing. But we baby these kids nowadays too much. Let them have some freedom, says the bitch who had none. I also noticed something else that just popped up to me. Where was it? When Alia came to drop off her sisters, Manon was the only one, but there were already 2 backpacks before she even popped in. Okay, no. They brought the backpacks because I saw the backpacks here when Marinette wanted to take all of them, and you can tell which ones belong to which. These were the sisters. This is Manon, and this is Chris's. But then why would you give twin sisters the same exact backpack? You know what? I want these bags now. They actually look real, and I want them. Maybe I should plagiarize them. No. Behave. So her parents are out. Her grandma is out. I think there was somebody else after her parents.
See you tonight, sweetheart.
Yeah, no. I don't even know why she even thought of her grandma. But then she's like, oh, her granddad. Let me go and give these children to the man who literally doesn't like change. And we love to see Grandpa Dupeng back, because the Cheng is Marinette's mom's side. Why is the mom's last name coming after the dad's? But whatever. I haven't watched Baker X, like I said, in English, so it was nice to see him again and then just get reminded, because I didn't really know what his beef was back then. I thought him and his son had a falling out because of how to make bread. And then for how many years he just didn't talk to his son because he made bread differently. But apparently he's just strict on tradition, and his son wanted to do things. It's still stupid why you'd avoid your son and your granddaughter, because the times be changing. Because it's hypocritical. Oh, tongue out. Because it's hypocritical, because when you were using all these record players and whatever, those were new things. But I guess it kind of just speaks to an old man just being afraid of being left behind because everything is changing so fast. But the kids were like, yeah, things change too. We're also confused all the time. I'm jumping to the end very quickly. So the kids are running around making a mess. Marinette is like, don't break this, don't do that, which the granddad isn't even worried about. He's like, let's play darts. She's like, no. I'm like, why? The darts aren't hitting them. It's hitting a board. But she brings out her laptop, plays the cartoons, and she's like, all you need to do is let this shit play out. Why is the old man wearing shorts? Let this shit play out. They won't trouble you. Her pink laptop is to die for. I think it's a MacBook. Moving on. He's confused by the concept of them, because he's like, okay, who's the bad guy? Is the cat lady a bad guy? They're like, no, the cat's a dude and he's a good guy. Then he was like, what? And then I was like, they are foreshadowing so fucking hard that Ladybug and Cat Noir are gonna be on opposing sides. I should probably make a theory about it, so when it gets confirmed, I can change it to confirmed as well.
Of course not. He's a boy.
And Cat Noir's a good guy.
Since when do the good guys break everything?
A good
The villain is that cat girl? Hang on, I don't get it. The villain is that cat girl?
boy.
Since when?
He's doing the cat.
So this mime guy, he's the bad guy?
Oh my god. It kind of how real life things goes when somebody doesn't understand everything. They're asking 10 million questions, but it's a good way to distract the kiddies. But he just loses it. Well, not really loses it. He's like, let's watch football. That's simple. I'm like, since when? I don't know half the rules of football. I know, okay, you kick the ball, you kick it into the goal, you get a point. But there's like, okay, I don't know, what the fuck is it called? Half court? No, that's basketball. No, when you kick it from the side of the court, and then you try and get it in, and then there's the one where you kick it in front of the goal, and then there's people standing, and when you kick it, they all jump to block it. There's the penalties, fuck. Why did that take me so long to come up with? There's penalties that come from when you kick it, and then there's the ones where you're standing at the side, then you throw it. So why would you kick it from the corner of the court, but then you throw from any point with the... Football is not simple. Sports is not simple. I would just say that. Never. I like playing sports. I hate watching it because it doesn't make any sense. Let me be confused while I play it. Marinette fixes the wing, and she was not able to say the damn thing. She, like Marinette says gibberish. We're used to it. We can understand it. We legit cannot fathom what she is trying to say
I'm so
here.
pleased to have helped you and that you're thanking me, and now I can't.
Okay, fine, she made sense here, but she didn't make sense a second ago.
9.5% late for a movie.
Okay,
Oh, I
that
meant
made
to
sense.
sing under the umbrellas of ice cream. Ah!
Okay, that didn't make sense.
I'm so pleased to have helped.
The first, it's like, okay, what you had this planned out. Why are you sabotaging yourself? But she's like, no, I'm thankful that you're thankful. He's like, oh no, don't be thankful. I'm thankful. You thankful. I'm like, shut up. Just thank you. Disappear. You can do better. Leave. I'm enjoying this too much. And she's like, oh no, that's good. And then and I actually called this. I'm like, she's gonna say she blew it. She's gonna have a pity party.
All up as usual.
Yeah.
Don't you think you might have made that more complicated than it needed to be?
Yeah. Aw, her lips. So perky, so cute. Marinette is cute. She's a good person, but then, oh my god, she went off the rails. Like, so many people were telling me, you're gonna absolutely hate Simpleman. This is gonna be the worst thing ever. I was expecting Marinette to beat Cat Noir up and spit in his face. But apparently, she just wanted to destroy his wings so she could fix it again. And so he'd call her again. And she'd be able to say what she wanted to say. But then her granddad is having problem with the kids and she's like, yeah, no, fuck you. But so I understand why people are angry. But I swear to you, what she did in Glaciator 2 pissed me off a lot more. Yes, she's been a nuisance. But here's the thing. She didn't actually do it. She wanted to ruin Adrien's photo shoot, but she didn't. So I'm going to be lenient. Oh my god, my stomach. Oh god. Okay. Oh my god. I'm actually getting dizzy. Focus. My thought process here is you couldn't tell him the first time. What makes you think you're gonna say anything the second time? And it was even proven by the end of the episode, she wasn't able to say jack shit. So even if she had gone through with this plan, you know, no.
More complicated. Love is always complicated, Tiki.
I think this is the thing that pissed people off. She's like, hey, make it simple. She's like, oh no, I know, I'm gonna do this very hard. Well, it's not a horrible act because again, Marinette has done worse. She has done worse, you guys. Steal people's phones, break into their houses, sniff their things. This is minor on the Marinette list of shit she's done. But I think for a lot of big people, this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, a lot of people were holding out hope for Marinette. People would be like, she's a stalker, she's obsessive, she's this, she's that. And then the Marinette, like, defenders, apologists, that's a little harsh to say, but I can't think of another word right now. They'll be like, no, she's just a teenager, she's confused, she's this, she's that. And then I'm over here like, fucking hypocrites. They say Marinette's a teenager, but then turn around in the same breath and say, Nino's a terrible boyfriend. He revealed Alia's secret without her consent. The Cat Noir can't take no for an answer. He's so obsessive and pushy. And I'm like, they are all teenagers. So if you can excuse Marinette's bad behavior because she's a teenager, why can't we excuse like Nino and Adrien, and even I don't even know why they're pissed at Alia now. They're all teenagers at the end of the day. At least with Nino, he was having a mental breakdown. That's why he revealed the secret to Adrien. With Adrien's kind of thing, he's constantly having a mental breakdown when he was rejected. Somebody pointed this in the comments in the last few videos. They said if Marinette had been rejected by Adrien and she was having a breakdown, people will be up Adrien's throat. And there are a lot of times when Adrien has done things unintentionally that hurt her and the fandom just hates him. I think Puppeteer 2 was a good one where he said he's in love with someone and that hurt Marinette, put her in a spiral of kind of depression, and the fandom just hated him. But here we are with Adrien getting his heart stomped on by Ladybug for something he didn't cause. Again, he didn't print the fucking magazine. But they say, why can't he take no for an answer? It's like he's a hormonal teenager who is in isolation, who has nobody. He's allowed to break down. But circling back, Marinette isn't breaking down at all. But she does these things. But we're supposed to forgive her because she's a teenager. Even with the whole, you're trying to say, oh, why did Nino reveal himself to this? He didn't have consent. And it's like, okay, he had a breakdown in that moment. Just like how Marinette had a breakdown and revealed her secret to Alia. So again, there's a lot of, yes, if you want me to be fair to Marinette, be fair to the other characters. And at the same time, if we're being fair to the other characters, they have legit reasons for doing something douchey or questionable. She does not. She's just obsessed with a boy and she can't confess her feelings to said boy, and then she goes absolutely asinine, and then people have to scramble to defend her, and their defenses are kind of stupid. Hold on a second, I need to see if I can find that comment, because there was a counter to that, because I want to be fair. Like, let it not be that I'm only bringing one side of an argument. Hold on a sec.
A few moments later.
Oh yeah, sorry, it actually took me a while to find this. Basically, their defense is that Nino can't keep a secret, so why would he's not trustworthy, so him telling Adrien is a bad thing. And I kind of countered with, he's having a breakdown. But same with Marinette, she had a breakdown and she revealed her secret to Alia. The only person who was consistent, or sorry, the only person who didn't break a promise is Alia, who like figured out his identity. But also, Nino is able to keep Marinette's secret that she's in love with Adrien, despite him being best friends with said dude. The only secret he broke was that of like identities, and he only did it to prove a point to his best friend, who again he was having a mental breakdown because of. He wasn't having a breakdown because, oh, I don't know, Marinette is in love with Alia, so he had to prove to Adrien that she loved him. I don't, that connection doesn't make any sense, but you know what? I had a point and I forgot it. I'll try and see if I can put up the comment. It's from the Rocketeer review. There's kind of responses to it, but I don't have time. They're bringing up Puppeteer too. I'm gonna think about this later, but basically, Marinette's reasons for being the way she is because she likes a boy, and people defend her liking a boy because reasons. But when people have legitimate reasons for doing things that are iffy, it's not valid, and I don't like that. So that's why I think I defend other people more and I go after Marinette more to try and break down why their defense of her is not valid and why they shouldn't go after those other people. And then I guess it just comes off as me being negative towards her. So again, trying to tone it down. Sorry if I'm over explaining, but I need people to understand that it's not her, it's the writing for her. The writing tries to make everything she does seem validated and pure and good and wholesome, and everyone else is like evil incarnate, where it's like no, I'm not a fucking idiot. So the kids kind of overwhelm the old man and he gets akumatized, like for real. Oh my god. So Hawkmoth akumatizes him and he gives him a very complicated name.
Unraveled.
Why unraveled her? Like, why? His power was to make things simple. Or you thought, okay, you unravel the truth or whatever? Or can Hawkmoth just change the whim of your powers as he's giving it to you? But yeah, I love, oh my god, the look. I love when the villains fight back to Hawkmoth. They're like, hey, fuck you. Not this, change this. And Hawkmoth is like, oh, fine, I've already given them the power. I'll just work with them. Oh my god, these looks. My dude, slay. Shadowmoth, sorry. My god. These are all banger poses. What the hell? He's like, yes, give me what I want. The kids are like, oh no. But one of them is like, well, we get to see like Ladybug and Cat Noir up close in person. We get to see them fight him. Oh, Manon. Manon? However you say it. But he's old. Like, when they give them the power of the akumatization, don't they basically become like pseudo miraculous holders? Like, they get power-ups, they get stronger, but this guy just got weaker. Like, he didn't get anything. Well, his power was to be simple, so they didn't give him they didn't even strengthen him up. They didn't overcomplicate what they gave him. They just gave him a power-up. Like, just magic. And his magic is to make everything simpler. So when he strikes his thing, everything becomes, or everyone wants to do things simpler. They even use less brain cells. Like as this episode went on, I was losing brain cells. I was like, oh no, I can feel myself getting dumber. Hawkmoth realizes, that this is a problem. I don't even know why I'm burping. I haven't eaten dinner yet. And he's like, hey, no, stop it. But everything is kind of fine. He's like, you hit me. He's like, yes, but didn't I make things simpler? He's like, yes. He's like, yes, don't you see? And the heterochromia, I love it. I just love it. It's so stupid. I love it.
Taking back your power. Make up your mind already. Do you want your Miraculous or not? Yes, go ahead. You see how simple life can be when nothing is complicated?
Oh my god. It's so asinine. And I love it. People are driving and they're like, yeah, it's simpler to just keep going. I'm like, it's simpler to stop. But they hit each other, and the cop is like telling everybody, your cars have been revoked. Nadia and this woman. Oh yeah, I thought about this while I was watching. This model was created by different people because her hair texture is way different from her hair texture. This almost looks like a Vroid character because this was just different from this. But then they're all put in the same universe, so I guess when different studios make different models, like another studio just has to work with it. I don't know. They're recording the traffic and they're like, the helicopter is blocking their view.
Fast!
Stop, pilot!
Can't see anything. The helicopter's going too fast.
You can see, you don't have to see clearly. And then this guy just hit the stop button. I didn't know helicopters had this, but they're plummeting to their death. This camera is like, oh no, this thing is so complicated. I actually thought that was just part of the shoot. I didn't actually realize, oh yeah, they just want things to be simpler. Marinette is actually going forward with this. I'll just take the wing. But then at one point, because of things being simpler, she's like, you know, this is complicated. I'll just go tell him I love him. It's like, oh, well, that's not gonna happen. It's so sad that the show actually tries to put plot in it and we just know it's worthless because we know it's not gonna happen. This is just for the people who jump in at any point, who haven't watched the show and they're like, oh, is she gonna confess? But then here we are, us veterans, going, yeah, no, she's not. No, she's not. You shouldn't have just even put this. We know she's not going to. Why waste 5 minutes of my time? He's like, just stand in front of the perfumes and smile. My boy is wearing wings. I'm happy. So, plane falls, and she's like, I don't want to hide. I just want to transform here. Tiki's like, no. I don't know why the thing didn't affect Tiki, but you know, like, ethereal beings. The helicopter crashes. I actually thought people died. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Are they gonna crawl out? Is it gonna be Lucky Charm's gonna bring them back to life or heal them? But apparently they jumped out and grabbed the side of the Eiffel Tower. Now, yes, they're alive, but damn it, show, can you just commit to something brutal for once? It will give this thing stakes and make it interesting. So, she went around this thing, which is the complicated way. Going under would have been the simple way, but whatever. She finds Did she just... Okay, no. I thought she went here. Then I was like, why didn't you just go through this gap? But still, you were here? You could have just squeezed through here. Because I guess this is in here? I haven't been to the Eiffel Tower, so... Oh yeah, it's in there. There, I can see the cage, but she's still visible. She's still visible. Well, whatever. She transforms, and... the crew have finished shooting. Apparently, this was the same woman in the... what episode was it? Where she was saying... Well, Cat Noir says, don't worry, I'll put on my makeup. She's like, you're such a professional. She had Milen's voice. Was it Megaleech? I think it was Megaleech. No. It was the one where I said, oh, we see Zoe's foot. Oh my god, Zoe. We see Zoe's foot or feet or feet ties, whatever, legs. And he sees Ladybug. Plag's like, don't you want to jump into action? He's like, yes, but I was told to stand and smile. And I'm like, literally, these people didn't they say cut or something? They just left. And he's like, I'll just stand here. You know what? No, I'll be like Ladybug and transform and help her. But at least he was able to hide. I think the Kwamis are not affected by this bullshit. Then it makes you think, if they're transformed, wouldn't they be protected? Whatever. They saved the day, which I don't know what you did. Clearly the rope was tied around them. Maybe he crawled down and just bundled them up like fucking cargo in a ship. Oh my god, I literally had to stop myself from not speaking English because that just reminded me of something that I had no way of translating. And the best way I can say it is, you guys, when you travel, you put your luggage in like square boxes, but when you go to like Mecca, Saudi Arabia, the Holy Land, when people are traveling, they have this way of rolling their clothes into a ball and then wrapping it. It looked like that for a hot second. So yeah, they're being stupid. Oh no, we gotta fight a scary monster, but we don't want to fight him. Let's just find Hawkmoth instead. That's simpler. feel like I was watching fucking Disney Junior. The trash man throwing the whole trash in, making it so much simpler. We love it. We love to see the lazy. Don't know why the kids aren't affected. Textures. I know it's his ass, but still textures. Oh my god. When all of these they're kind of plain, but this I saw a white Manon in, I think it's the next episode. The next episode is There's Family. Yes. There was a white Manon with like purple hair. The powers didn't affect the kids, which is like, are they too short for the blast waves, or was he not directing it at them? And if he didn't direct it at them, why did he direct it at Hawkmoth? But then again, he doesn't know where Hawkmoth is, so he can't really stop it. But even the kids, they're right behind him, and the blast goes 360. I think there's a loophole there. So they want Andre's ice cream. They started listing the most complicated ice cream flavors I've ever heard of. I just go strawberry, chocolate, coconut, or like yogurt, or like chocolate and strawberry are confirmed. I have to have those two flavors. The last one can be the mix of whatever, but even then it doesn't stray far from the one thing. Ooh, bubblegum or birthday cake. So Andre is like, yeah, vanilla. We're going basic. I'm like, why but the chocolate? Vanilla and chocolate is as simple and basic as it goes. Why, sir, are you wearing this in broad daylight? Oh my god. The kids are depressed. They're like, oh no, we caused this. We had him akumatized. Why are they the same height now? I could have sworn he was smaller than them. Oh, I love this. Love this fashion. Love this style. These kids are doing it. I just love them. I can see a CBBS or like Nick Jr., Disney Jr. show with them, like learning the value of friendship while like destructive monsters are wreaking havoc on Paris. The pizza delivery guy is like attacking people, saying there's only one pizza topping now.
Choice of topping, it's much simpler. Only one veggie pizza for everyone.
Why is veggie the one topping? You'd think pepperoni would be the one topping. I think he made a one line after that.
Only one choice of topping, it's much simpler.
That's true.
Oh my god.
Seems kind of dangerous when things are simple, don't you think?
Yes, but no.
Ladybug and Cat Noir will be here soon. Don't worry.
Yeah. I actually believe him. Just make things simpler. Like airport security. Why? Just why? 9/11 was 20 years ago. The fact that I actually had to think about that, wow. 20 years ago, we've moved past it. Can flying be easy now, please? They try. The kids are like, oh my god, we're gonna see a Lucky Charm up close. I'm like, haven't you already? Like, no, literally. Apart from when Alia first got her Miraculous, literally a couple episodes ago when you guys got saved, wasn't there a Miraculous Ladybug right in front of you?
You're miraculous.
We're gonna see Lucky Charm for real. This is even better than watching the movie.
Oh my god.
No.
This is so stupid. Why is your legs spread? There are children around you, sir. Monsieur. This was the most awkward, foolish, stupid, ridiculous fight ever. And you should see the smile on my face. Like, she was actually pulling this so slowly. Oh my god. And she was rapping. She's still pulling it. Oh, this is so stupid. And I love it. Oh my god. Wait. You see that? I don't know who animated this season, but bangers all around. Wait. They actually showed her in the background. She's rolling it.
There's usually more action.
Oh my
What if
god.
the bad guy wins?
It'll be okay, Chris. Superheroes always win.
Oh my god.
There.
Lord have mercy. I feel like I'm watching a Looney Tunes show. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, that's so stupid. I shouldn't have enjoyed that as much as I did. Oh my god. So he says, okay, we need to make things more simple. And everybody just turned into babies.
I'm Nana. Cla no longer here. Paris is all broken.
Claw? The helicopter?
Bug, meow, meow, help!
Oh, bug, meow, meow. Oh my god. This is recorded on national television. She will never live this down. At least everybody else can claim ignorance. And Roger Cobb is just like, I'm arresting all of you.
What for?
May upset.
Isn't that the normal police? They just arrest you because they're upset. Everyone's like, you know what, driving's too difficult.
Vroom vroom is too complicated.
Vroom vroom.
Vroom vroom is too complicated.
I walk home with my feet now.
You could have done that since, because yeah, driving is kind of complicated. Oh my god.
Use your lucky charm to fight the villain! Lucky charm?
Oh my god. Even the lucky charm is like, I need to simplify this because, you know, normally like Ladybug's lucky charms and whatever are too complicated. Even Hawkmoth is, oh my god.
Candy. Simpleman.
Oh fuck.
Candy for Miraculous. Everyone loves candy.
To hear Hawkmoth's serious voice be so fucking stupid. It takes me back to the early 2000s of like Cartoon Network where things are just ridiculous and it's just there to make you laugh. So if the whole Marinette shenaniganery was cut out of this episode, like just dissected like a fucking tumor, this would have been a fantastic episode. This gives me like Christmaster vibes. Even the last episode, oh god, what was it? Wishmaker? I forgot to say this in that review. It was giving me Christmaster vibes where... I was hearing some sounds in my earpiece. I hope that didn't translate to the video. Where the Wishmaker, that guy became like Santa Claus and was throwing Christmas presents down. I think I said that in that video, but I'm not sure. But again, Christmaster vibes where things are just ludicrous, ridiculous, fantastical, and it's like, yes, this is a cartoon. This is what I want. Just be stupid and be a cartoon and just have fun. Have fun with your premise, with your characters, and just exist. So he's saying, give us your Miraculous, I'll give you candy. The kids are like, don't accept candy from strangers. I'm like, he's not a stranger. He's Marinette's granddad, but oh, he's a stranger to them, the heroes. But still, you guys know him. He's not a stranger. But don't accept candy from strangers, people. Well, no. I'm not even gonna let myself be a devil's advocate in that sense. And they're like, no, being a hero is hard. And of course, Cat Noir is the first one to try and take off his ring. She's like, or was she the first one?
I don't want them anymore.
Oh no, she was the first one.
Superheroes are lame.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And the kids, normally when you start taking it off, you already start detransforming. But the kids are like, no, you're the heroes we need. And they started coming up with like ideas for the heroes. Why do you look like you farted? Like, why? Man titties. So they started coming up with a plan. They're like, deflate the ball and put a tube in it, and then get a bicycle pump and inflate it, and then get him to put his stick on it. Oh no. Putting a stick on a ball, oh no. Okay, no, stick on a ball, that doesn't sound, I don't know, sexual. And then you use it to pump the stick out of his hand, and then Cat Noir will cataclysm it. But here's the thing, this would never expand to that size, even from the start. Okay, no, it was deflated. But still, that was so complicated. So complicated. Even them, they're like, huh? What are you talking about?
Can I just cataclysm the bad guy?
Yes, please, please. Oh, yes, fuck. That when he said that, I 9 years got added to my lifespan.
Have a bicycle pump.
Can I just cataclysm the bad guy?
That solves everything in this show. That solves it. Just cataclysm the bad guy. The Akuma will come out eventually, and then you can lucky charm and bring them back to life. Yes, they suffered death, but like they won't remember it once they're brought back. They don't remember anything while being akumatized. So like technically you're just killing a villain. Even I feel that was wrong to say, but literally the show presented it. Why can't he cataclysm the bad guy? Seriously. Hey. Don't do that to my boy. Even he's like, huh.
Hey, explaining complicated stuff is cheating.
You hypocrite. You are the villain. You cheat by default.
You can't help them. Sorry, but I'm going to have to simplify you too, kids. Simplification!
You could have just thrown it at him, but whatever. She uses the ball, it bounces, he cataclysms it, and she doesn't even say... What does she say? Fuck, she says it every episode. No more evil doing for you, little Akuma. Did she say that? I don't think she said that.
The thing is even more simple. Bye-bye, little butterfly.
Well, she at least had enough brain cells to say that. And then they do it all together. Like, okay, kids, what do we say after we defeat the bad guy?
The only thing I have to say is... Miraculous Lady! Have to say
Her lip sync didn't fit.
is...
Or is that just me? Am I seeing
The
things?
only thing I have to say is...
No, the lip sync didn't fit.
Is...
Even the kids, her lips, terrifying. This frame, nightmare inducing. What the fuck is her lips doing? What the fuck? All you had to do was copy her model. And why did their arms look broken? Oh my god, their arms are broken. Why do you look scared? What is happening in this shot? Oh no. I don't know how he thought he could do that. Fit all of them in. But they do pound it. They're like, oh my god, to think the most difficult villain was the simplest one. I'm like, yes, but no. Yes, but no. The Kwamis still had their brain cells. But I guess the other Kwamis don't know what's going on, so they couldn't come and help. Her finger, her hand dislocated. What the fuck? I'm praising the animation in one scene, and then the next scene, it's like, oh god, they are breaking before my very eyes. I like the eyebrows, the little details, even though it's like, okay, let's hope this is not clipping, this is intentional. He's like, I feel so lost in this world. And the kids are like, been there, done that. We'll help you learn. It's like, can I still learn at my age? It's like, oh, you're never too old to learn things. Why do her eyelashes look like spiders? Lips not closed, I can see her teeth. But oh, Manon. I don't know why things just look off. Weren't these connected? Why does this just is separated from the rest of it? I can actually see how the hairs are parted and modeled. I should move on. Oh no, that was actually a mistake. You don't see the little indentation in hair here, or not as vividly. Maybe because his eyebrows are up, but yay, happy ending. We will all learn together. We will be happy. They go back to the photo shoot. She's still trying to pull off this bullshit, which is like, okay then. But she's like, oh, you know what? This is all just so complicated. I'm gonna make things simple. I'm like, yeah, no. She goes, oh, her hair. It's kind of parting. We can see her scalp. Marinette has a big forehead under that bangs. So she goes and fucks it up. Says, have you been fishing before? He's like, no. Okay, bye-bye. And they put my boy in a harness to have him fly through. Why? This photographer though. But yes, best shots of my boy. He flies in. I don't know how he didn't crash into this. I don't know how he didn't fall off the Eiffel Tower. But obviously Marinette is like, oh no, I messed it up again. And I was like, oh, absolutely zero people had faith in you. I would actually like to know, was there one person, like one soul, one entity that actually thought she was all gonna be able to do it? Because I didn't, not even for one damn second. A part of me thought maybe they'll subvert her expectation and actually have her say it. But there was a bigger part of me that said, no fucking way. Aw, buck teeth.
Tiki,
Or gap tooth?
sometimes trying to be simple is just too complicated.
Shut the fuck up. I love you. 3 syllables. You said it yourself. Was it this episode? Because sorry, I again watched 3 episodes at once.
Truth is, I'm scared that Adrien will reject me if I tell him how I feel about him. That's why I overcomplicate everything. So that moment never comes.
Yeah, it was this episode. Wasn't this what was stated in... Shit, what episode was it? Not Wishmaker. What episode was it? Was it Rocketeer? No, Glaciator 2. That was the one. Where she's like, she complicates everything. So I was about to say her mans. Adrien's isn't her mans yet, but the show kind of subliminally wants us to think it is. Or maybe after Ethereal, that's how I think anyway. But she complicates everything because she's afraid of being rejected. And now she's reiterating it to Tiki. And I feel like they're just saying it to us fans like, hey, she just is afraid of getting rejected. That's why she can't say it. Stop being mean to her. Just follow the ride of her trying to confess. The reason why she hasn't been able to confess is because she's scared. And I'm like, fuck you. I have a fear of spiders. I'm afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of heights. But after watching, what's the name of that show? Fantastic Four, Earth's Smartest Heroes or whatever. Mr. Fantastic explained it that you're not afraid of heights, you're afraid of falling. And ever since I heard that, it's like, oh my god, he's so fucking right. But yeah, I'm afraid of falling from high places. But at a point, I am not rendered catatonic because of said fears. I can exist in the same room with some spiders so long as they stay far away from me and they're not the big kinds. Oh my god, let me not even get into this. I'm not about to give people nightmares, but there's this kind of seasonal spiders that come by in Africa and they're like huge motherfuckers. Moving on. The dark. I don't like it, but it helps me sleep better. I can't sleep under bright lights, even though when I'm alone, I do. Heights. So long as my 2 feet are planted and I'm not tilting, we Gucci. But with her, they're making her fear seem it's a boy. Adrien doesn't hate her. Adrien hasn't given her any reasons to dislike her. So her being just this, I'm afraid of rejection, that's why I sabotage myself and I never want that moment to come. It's like, get it fucking over with. Aren't you tired of being in this perpetual state of confusion, of just blah 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 blah? Don't you want to be normal? Don't you want the weight to be gone? When I have a crush on someone, I just fucking tell them. I don't care if you like me back or not. I just want you to know so whatever I'm feeling can be fucking over with. This is more of a selfish thing on me. I could care less what you think. Most of the times when I tell people I have a crush on them, the crush is over or I'm on to something else. And they're like, oh, thank you. But I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm over it. Because my crushes don't last, apparently. I have a very vivid memory of that. The person is about to say something and I'm like, yeah, no. You don't even have to say you like me or you don't. I think they said they like me back, but like, wrong place, wrong time thing. And I'm like, it's fine. I'm kind of over you. So Marinette, please, just tell him you like him. If he says he doesn't like you back, it's not the end of the world. He will still be your friend. I think, hasn't he rejected somebody before? I think he knows Chloe likes him, but because the show is kind of retconning it to seem like Chloe is in love with him, but he's still friends with her. Lila has clearly shown interest in him, and if it wasn't for the fact that she was a lying bitch, he was still willing to be friendly with her. Hell, he's kind of rejected her as Cat Noir, but he still went to see her in Glaciator too. So literally, you being rejected by him doesn't mean he won't be friendly with you and doesn't close the door on him developing feelings for you. But the idea of him saying, no, you're not my thing, warrants her being this levels of crazy. So if you're if you're afraid of telling him you like him so he doesn't reject you, why are you trying to break his wings so you can ask him to the movies if you know you can never go further than that? Because you can't confess. The show is trying to give us reasons as to why she hasn't confessed and we should accept it. But the reason why she hasn't confessed makes it even more stupid. So why are you going out of your way to do things if you know you can't even do it at the end of the fucking day? She's like, oh my god, confessing is so complicated. Fuck you. This is to the writers, not her. The writers are actually just the ones stretching out this fucking nonsense. As so many people like to say, they have a very good premise for a show. The ideas, the characters, everything is 10 out of 10. But because they need to stretch out the will they, won't they, the love square, and the reveal. Like there's so many things they could do. They have the love square. They have the reveal. They have the will they, won't they. They have the hero stuff. But they are stretching everything out to 4 seasons. It's not even enjoyable anymore. People are just watching thinking, okay, when is one of these things that these people are juggling on this fire melting pot gonna be confirmed? But I think the show is more focused on getting as many seasons as possible. They want to get to that 8 seasons, which is like, I'd rather the show ended with like 4 or 5 seasons where everything is tight and concise than with this stretched out nonsense. Nothing makes sense. Nothing is enjoyable. Just do something. Confirm something. Your audience is not fucking happy. It's not. Doing all these things is not enjoyable. I get torturing your fans. Yes, there's some enjoyment in like, teasing them like Gravity Falls, like the mystery and stuff. But when the thing that your fans want are constantly being your fan, you're telling your fans you're stupid for wanting this thing now, or hey, you're not getting this thing now, or here's the reason why you can't have it now. Then I, as the fan, is like, then why did I start watching from season 1? I should have jumped in at season 5 because everything is still the same. Yes, Marinette is the guardian, but literally you can start from this season and just piece the things together. I actually just went from liking this episode to just fucking hating it now. Like I talked myself into not liking it, but it's still a good episode. I still enjoyed the silliness, the randomosity. I love this man's rug. Oh my god, it's so crazy weird. I love it. But seeing this 2D thing or this 3D thing, the episode villain premise defeating was nice. The hero part, Marinette and everything infuriates me when you sit down and think about it. So I guess this is what people were talking about. But again, it's not that deep. But I just made it deep, so I'm a hypocrite. Their granddad is like, yeah, it's not that complicated. You see this, and this, and this, and this. And the kids were like, shush, we're watching. It's like cute. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's so sweet. And I guess it's kind of like telling Marinette that, yeah, things can be complicated. When you break it down, it's simple. So are they trying to say, okay, Marinette, you can still be your crazy self and overcomplicate everything, but at the end of the day, it's simple, which is kind of the love story in a nutshell. Marinette is making it complicated with, well, does he love me, this and that, but it's like at the end of the day, it's just a boy loves a girl and a girl loves a boy. That's the premise of the show. Even though the show is trying to complicate everything, the granddad is the mouthpiece to don't judge the show for by its cover. It's not that bad. But then you see Ethereal and you're like, yeah, this show can really overcomplicate things. Even Ladybug's power is overcomplicated, where she tries to have very complex plans, but this solution was simple. But Adrien likes to go things the simple route, but then they reflect all too. They try to paint that as a bad thing. So the show is allergic to simple things. They want to overcomplicate everything and make everything 10 layers on top of each other, because that is enjoyment? Question mark? I had something else I wanted to say about how the granddad simplified everything. Maybe that's kind of like the show trying to say yes, we kind of go through the motions of Adrien likes Marinette, Marinette likes Adrien, Hawkmoth is in the way, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's really quite simple if you think about it, or everything is simpler than you think it should be in terms of the show. I don't know. I had a thought, but it's gone now. It's gone. So the episode ends with the French flag. I don't know. I was like, was this a patriotic episode? We get more than one Adrien in the end credits. I love that. Whereas a lot of the times we barely even get him at all, or we have a very tiny version of him. But I don't know why he's here. Does this signify? Sometimes I feel like the end cards mean something, and other times I don't think it means anything. But in this place, is it like him taking flight on Marinette's side? Does that mean one day things will be simple, or it's okay for things to be complicated now? I don't know. I literally feel like this title card means nothing, and a part of my brain thinks this was a filler episode. Oh my god, it was a filler episode. Fuck. Wait, wasn't it this show that said there's no filler episode? No, it was Steven Universe. It was Steven Universe that said they don't have any filler episodes. But regardless, fun episode, really cool, really nice. It's not as bad as I said, or I tried to make it out to be. I just realized what the show was trying to say, and then how its own internal logics crumbled under the most minute of scrutinies. But yeah, I think the episodes so far have been really enjoyable. Watching things in order have been really fun. After this episode 20 isn't out, so I had to skip to episode 21, and then I saw a new villain. I was like, who you? But again, I'll say all of that in Dearest Family, which I hope to review soon. Okay. We're at the end of the video. And I can drop the whole high bubbly personality. Oh my god, I need to lie down. Thanks everybody so much for looking to watch. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't feel bad for me. Please. No apologies or get well soon. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. I'm just tired. If you are inclined, a like on this video is more support than enough. If you want to go above and beyond, you can support me on Patreon, or like join the channel, get a cool TBC logo above your name. It's fine. But yeah, that's gonna be all from me, folks. I'm gonna say this again. Oh god, did I say it? Yes, I did. I'll just say it again. Thanks so much for clicking to watch. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. And or what with that being said, this is TVC. Signing out.